Hello everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Cliff from Next Level Birthday Candles. There you go, if you guys can see it. I want to thank everybody for all the people who subscribe and just been following my journey and things like that. I've been posting a lot of shorts so you guys can get more engaged and see exactly what I'm about and what type of candles I make and things like that. And then also a part of my YouTube channel, I'm going to start showing people how to create their own birthday candle line, along with just like, you know, introducing myself, because I never really introduced myself. I always been on the back end. So now going forward, I'm gonna try to be more you know, hands-on and digital and things like that. Right now I put the shop on vacation mode because I actually have to transition to like a new location. I'm trying to transition to a better location where it's like, you know, everything is you know, better, well equipped, things like that, so I can actually continue the journey. But in the meantime, I'm going to show you guys how to start your own number birthday candle business so you guys can thrive in the same field, or if you ever had like, you know, an idea of just branching off your candle business, because that's pretty much what it is. I started a candle business just like you guys, where it's like, hey, I had 10 cans and vessels and things like that, and then I just couldn't stand out from the crowd. So it's like, where it's like the most you can do to be creative is just the label, and that wasn't it for me. So I started to create other types of candles, which led to my birthday candle path. Like I think one time I created I created decorative pillar candles at one point. I'll show that somewhere in this video. And then also I created gender reveal candles. Those did really well for me, helping me, you know, fund my number birthday candle business. So those things, and I'll show those some pictures in the video so you can see what type of candles I'm talking about. But today I'm going to talk about before I go, I have an ebook just going to explain everything, and it's already completed. It should be in the link posted somewhere, so if you want to look down in the link comments, I should have it should be the ebook, and it's also a layout. The layout is the massive, the big piece to the puzzle of what we're trying to do here when we create birthday candles, just to let you know. So, but just go ahead, check out the ebook, and we'll go from there. But the channel, the channel I'm gonna go for is gonna be more about myself, and then also eventually it's gonna be some more like a studio vlog once I'm doing things more in the studio. Because right now I'm taking a break so I can actually like digitize myself. I feel like I'm falling back in the digital world. So I want to make sure that I'm actually communicating to people on a different level, not just making candles and, you know, being unseen or being in the background or doing, you know, whatever. So the first question I want to answer that everybody always asks me, what inspired me to do birthday candles? So like I said, my journey started similar to like how everybody's journey starts, where we're starting out with the 10 cans, the vessels, creating labels, creating all these things and pouring wax, but I just couldn't stand out. So I'm not saying that I couldn't stand out so I flopped. It's just, it was always a difficult task to, like, you know, outperform the next person. So, and that's what it's all about. We want to outperform the next person so we can get more sales and we can get more, you know, residual income, passive income, whatever it is. So I couldn't, you know, I couldn't get that at that point. So I did continue with that type of candle for a while, but I did make it for, I made it more decorative. So I made a couple different themes that were popular at the time. Like, I'll show you a picture. I should have a picture where it was like a anything is possible theme. I had like a 3D image facing up. I had a gender reveal candle, same type of style, where it's like a 3D image facing up. I had a books lovers candle because I realized most of the people who like candle love books. So I had like a book lovers theme. And then just more fashionable ones where people who love fashion can actually, you know, have it in their maybe their walk-in closet and things like that. And all these pictures should be posted somewhere if I'm able to locate them, of course. But I should have them posted, so just check them out. But to continue with the story, what inspired me to start my number birthday candle? So the thing that inspired me to start my number birthday candle was me making these type of candles. It was kind of bulky. They was taking up so much wax and taking up so much time, and just, you know, they wasn't easy to work with. And the most I could probably make and this is me charging probably $10 per candle, was probably maybe $40, $30 a day, only because the time that it took to make these candles, it wasn't really, it wasn't efficient. So I was using like a mold, like a rubber mold, so I would pour probably 3 or 4 candles a day, or not even a day, probably every other day or something like that. But it was difficult because you have to you have to pour, you have to take it out the wax, and I also had other steps in place that I had to do. So one candle probably took me roughly 5 hours to make. So of course that wouldn't work. And then also down the line, I had a conversation with my cousin. He invited me and my wife out to dinner one day, like before our wedding. It was me, my wife, and my sister and his wife, where he actually asked me the questions I should have been asking myself, but I wasn't aware. Come to find out, like, I guess these are more like Shark Tank questions. At the time, I wasn't familiar with Shark Tank. So he was asking me certain things, and this changed my whole mindset. So he was asking me, well, first he started off like, your candles are amazing, but how do you plan to get it, to a larger audience? How do you plan to get it into stores? How do you plan to, just grow? And these things, I don't want to say it made me uncomfortable, but I wasn't comfortable. It didn't make me uncomfortable because to grow, you need to be uncomfortable. But I don't want to say it made me uncomfortable. It was just I wasn't aware. So once he asked those questions, of course, in the moment, I'm kind of stuck. But after a while, then I'm able to like think and go home or whatever, and then do things and plan. So when I went home, I don't know if it was that day or that week, or maybe 2 weeks later, but it started to sit with me. So I started to look for certain things that he was saying, like how can I get it to audience? How, what's my packaging? So I started to focus on packaging, and I'm like, okay, he's right. If I plan to get this and do what I'm supposed to be doing, I have to get it in stores. I have to get better packaging. I have to get certain things. So I started to look at packaging, and then as I came across packaging, only thing I really saw that would normally pop up for packaging was blister packaging. So I'm like, okay, perfect. So blister packaging, that's all that's popping up when I'm doing packaging. And then I see like birthday candles in packaging. So I'm like, okay, perfect. I already have wax. How much harder can it be to make birthday candles? Because now it's 2 and 2. So now I'm like, hold on, I have wax already. How much harder can it be to make birthday candles? And that's just one of those questions you ask yourself. I mean, it is probably, I don't want to say extremely hard, but there is a number of steps that you have to take to do these things, whatever. So I took those steps. So I started to look at blister packaging, and then I started to look at how can I make the wax shaped like professional candles, not just regular BS candles, professional candles. And then how was I going to design them to be in the packaging? So that was just a number of things I had to go through to figure out how to get this thing started, because I didn't start out just designing, the candles with images and things like that. I also had to put glitter on them. I had to make them, and then sell them on like I'll show you and tell you guys, sell them on Amazon, on Etsy, on eBay, those things. So most of my candles in the beginning were actually handmade. These are still homemade, but they're not like handmade now. So I'll show you that way too as well, and we'll go over it and I'll talk more into it. But what inspired me to do, birthday candles are pretty much the idea of someone saying, hey, how can I reach a bigger audience? And then me going home and do the research for the packaging, because once I saw that, I said, hey, this way, if it's in packaging this size, and I get to make birthday candles, and I can reach everyone through either Etsy or Amazon, and then ship them at smaller shipping rates and at faster pace and quicker times and things like that. So when it comes to being inspired, it was more, instead of inspiration, it was more of I don't want to say destination or pathway. It was just more like the next step. And that's what I'm trying to show everyone here, where it's like, okay, you have amazing candle business, but what's your next step? How do you branch off? How do you go to, the next level of trying to reach not 100 customers in the vendor shop, but how can you reach thousands a week? Or how can you reach, a couple hundred people a week? How can you get returning customers? Because think about it. When somebody buys your birthday candle, what are they gonna do with it? They're gonna go home and burn it immediately because they're gonna use it for the cake. And then, with that being said, if you have a great birthday candle, if you have the best birthday candle, guess who they're gonna come back to? So pretty much, instead of this being, you know, I don't know how much you would charge, but you're gonna make your money back, and on top of that, you'll get more customers, and then you'll get more clients. So like my shirt, I wear my shirt at birthday parties, and that brings clients, and I wear my shirt outside, and that brings clients as well. So so when I say an inspiration, it turned out to be an amazing, you know, business, but it was just for me the next step. So of course certain things inspired me, but it was more like a transition. And I think it's a transition that a lot of people don't make, where it's like, okay, I think I'm just stuck at this candle business. I'm gonna do a home-based, you know, good, you know, a home-based business where, you know, clients actually want scented candles, but it's like you still have wax, you still have the material. So how can you branch that off into other things? But subscribe to my channel, look at the ebook. Well, take a look at the ebook, and also we'll go from there. And I'm gonna continue to put up videos, so make sure you guys subscribe, like, and share. Thanks, guys.